Traditional card readers, when looking at a Grand Tableau, would go straight to one card in order to see why that client was there, in order to see where the problems were. People come to us because they have an issue or a problem, and there is one place to go in the Grand Tableau. It's an important card to understand, and that is this, the Clouds card. So today we'll be talking about this card and why people go here and why this is an important card for you to take notice of. So let's talk today about the Clouds card. You have a situation where you just felt like you just weren't thinking right. Your adrenaline went up, or sometimes you're even in maybe a relationship and you realize this is not the person I thought they were, and you have a sudden realization that the things you saw were different than what you had thought all along. You have a kind of an epiphany. When you're out of that place, when you look back, your head was in the clouds. So you were probably thinking unclearly, or thinking what you wanted to think, or creating an expectation. Also, I was trying to make a 911 call last month, and I could barely even touch the phone. I could barely make the phone work, and I was couldn't remember my address. I was so confused that I wasn't thinking straight. That's the Clouds card. You can get Clouds feelings from this character. So sometimes you get kind of bluffed by the fox, and you think you see everything as it's supposed to be, and you realize the fox had kind of sugar-coated a lot of things, and they weren't as you expected. And so you were here kind of misinterpreting, or in the clouds. And this can do it too. Sometimes when someone hurts you really bad, you don't think right, and you're really confused, and you're trying to sort it out. Or I saw someone just get kicked out of a chat, and they're like, what's happening? Why? This is the clouds, when you start kind of wondering about things and your head is spinning. So when you think of the clouds, consider the fog. You know, when you're driving through the fog, you really can't see where you're going. It's not necessarily safe driving. You don't even know what's beyond it. You're just seeing really what's in front of your nose and nothing more. Nothing more. So clouds shows a lack of understanding, a lack of clarity. It shows confusion. It shows just kind of misinterpreting. It shows not knowing where to go, what to do, not seeing beyond what's on the tip of your nose. So this Clouds card has a lot of connotations that can be influenced by other things. Sometimes if you have, for example, the fox give you lots of gifts and compliments and nice things, in order to make you think a certain way, that can put your head in the clouds too. So when you get the Clouds card, just understand that this puts kind of like a dark tone on something. That's like, you are not really seeing things as they are supposed to be. You're not seeing things as they really are. And perhaps there's a big misunderstanding that you've not quite sorted out yet. So Clouds kind of fogs things up. It's like trying to look through your shower when there's steam all over the glass door and you can't really see anything. You're not really seeing things for what they are. So for those... So how do you know what the clouds is pointing to? So when you go to the Clouds card, how do you know what the problem is? So if you're looking in the Grand Tableau, look on the house that this lands. So if it lands on, say, for example, the house of the heart, then you're going to be looking into love and relationships that's really bothering this person, or causing discord or confusion of the mind. Or if you see the dog, it may be a loyalty that's confused, whether it's a friend or a partner. If you see it land on the house of the fish, then you're talking about money, finances, or some kind of abundance issues that they have concerns of. The woman quadrant comes to you and it lands on the man card. Take a look at who this person is that's causing this problem. So another thing is, if you're not doing Grand Tableau readings, if you're just doing, say, small spreads, just look at what it's modifying. And actually in the Grand Tableau itself, you can also look at what the Clouds card modifies. For me, it would be the card that's just to the left of it. So if you do, for example, get fish and then clouds, it's the same thing. There's some kind of money issue. So look under the Clouds card and look beside it and around it to see what's going on. And that will help you with your readings as a place to get started if you're using something other than the person's significator. Clouds card, this puts a kind of a dark light on things around you. When this lands next to something, it shows that there's not really a lot of clarity. So take a closer look at this card when you see what it is modifying. That's the Clouds card today.